I must persevere. Onward, Porter!
All right,
Cool, movie stars.
our 0 day in Lake Tahoe has come to an end. It is 7:30 on Sunday, and we're here with Father Paul and Ron and Connie, who are our amazing hosts in South Lake Tahoe, and we're about to go back to the trailhead. Woo. Let's go!
Okay, let's
Okay, it is day 63. We are back on trail. Tell us about it.
All right, so I now have 2 poles. 2 of them.
Count them.
1, 2.
2!
That's 2.
How long have you had one pole for?
I've had 1 pole for 7 days now.
Oh my gosh.
It's been a week. It's been a
Through
week.
some of the gnarliest terrain
It
on
was
trail.
horrible, and I'm so happy now. We have a new map. We're going into the Northern California. Like right now, we are at the very beginning of the Northern California map. We're at the Echo Lake Chalet store. It's a really nice little store.
600 miles to Oregon.
600. Oh my god.
I was just gonna check.
It's really cool. Yay! And I woke up this morning and I lifted up my brain, and there was a very large spider.
In this front pocket.
Well, it actually crawled into that front pocket as I watched him, because I was like, I'm not touching him. He's
there.
about the size, if he spread eagle, like super flat, the tip of his legs would hang over the size of a nickel. So he's a big spider, and his name is Dan.
And we can't get him out of your backpack.
He's in that pocket. I don't know.
We can't
I
find him.
see
So
in the
so you've
pocket.
got a little pet, a trail pet.
He's big. So I'm not putting anything in that pocket, because you can't, no.
So Dan the spider is along for the ride.
Yeah. Come on, Dan.
So I have had a recurring, since Mammoth Lakes. When I was in Mammoth Lakes, I didn't talk about this. I have a kind of an overuse injury in my Achilles that's been bothering me. I could barely walk around town, and I was like, this is it. I'm gonna have to come off trail. And I read up about it, and I did some stride management, and I cut a hole in the back of my shoe because I was on downhills, the back of the shoe is tagging my Achilles and just so painful. And I was kind of hoping I could get away. It feels a lot better. I've been managing it on trail. I was kind of hoping I could get away without chopping up my brand new shoes, but we're about 3 miles in, and like it is incredibly painful. So there we go. Something's not working for you. You got to change it. But we've all had a thing. Like QC has a knee that you manage with
KT tape.
Yep. And Chief has had like a hip thing that I think you're kind of past it now.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. You wouldn't think that you could make an overuse injury feel better hiking 26 miles a day by changing your gait. And I also got inserts that give me a little bit more rise in my heel. That's helped tremendously. But it's so much better than it was in Mammoth Lakes. Like I really thought I was going to have to skip a section. So here's to cutting up my new shoes. All right, we're about 4 miles in, and this has been the trail the entire way. And I'm like, NorCal? This is not what we signed up for. Where's our smooth dirt track? I feel like we're back in the Sierras. Ugh. Holy smokes. Look at this. This one's called Aloha Lake. And it's up from Echo Pass in South Lake Tahoe. And man, I want to come back here someday and just kayak around. It's gorgeous. Seriously, this is our lunch spot? You guys couldn't have picked somewhere more scenic, huh? How's Dan?
He's still there.
Did you see him?
I saw him. He's all deep in there.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you have a spot. Dan! He's making a break for it! He's making a break for it! Oh my gosh! Ah!
Wait, is he in my back?
Don't let him go in your back!
No, he's not, but he's on the back part by the mesh.
That's not good.
Is he in the mesh? Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, he's in the mesh! Ah! He's gonna bite you! We gotta get rid of him! Dan, you're not coming to Canada, buddy!
Get out, Dan! Where is he?
Okay, so
Spider? Dan escaped.
Dan was in the mesh, but now we think Dan has slid into one of the side pockets because he definitely didn't come off the pack.
Hello, your backpack.
You still have Dan.
Pick up the backpack and see what's underneath. Can't do it.
Somebody call Osprey and tell them we need a new pack. We can't pack anymore.
Osprey, remember the list of mutual things we agreed on and things that can destroy pack? Spider was one of them. If you remember.
I can't hike with this pack anymore.
Cannot hike.
It has Spider in. Oh, I don't know where he is. This is one of my cool backpacking hacks. This is my food bag. This is what 5 days of food looks like. It is definitely the heaviest thing in my pack. But the first couple of days, even as it's getting warmer, we're able to pack out like some fresh stuff or some cheese and meat. And basically how that works is I put the food bag in here, and then on top of it, I've got ice cold water in my Camelback, and that goes right on top of the food bag. And on top of that goes my puffy, and the whole thing acts like a little fridge. And when I take my food bag out of my pack, everything in it is really cold. So I can keep cheese and stuff for actually a couple days, and it works really well. Today is day 63, and Chief hiked for 10 miles with a really big spider in her pack. Like, but we think we're now living a Dan-free life, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Listen, you need to shake out all your stuff far away from the tent, though, because I am not down to share a tent with Dan. Like, on the off chance, like, we think we saw him fall out of the pack, but it could have been a leaf, could have been a rock. Yesterday was June 12th. That's an important day because that is our 2-month anniversary on trail, you guys. We've been doing this for 2 months. You believe that? We just did a crazy, can we list all of the points of civilization that we've hit so far? And it's already getting hard to remember them all. So that's kind of crazy. And today is day 63, and we are less than a mile from camp. We've only done like a 22-mile day. And that means that we are like 40 miles from PCT Fiddle Jam. I am so excited. Yes. There's a cool view of Lake Tahoe. Looks like we're almost adjacent with the northern part of it. We're on this really cool extended ridge overlooking the lake. You can see Chief way up there. And it's cool because we're just on this ridge for like a couple miles. Sometimes we have views of the lake, sometimes we have views in the other direction, sometimes we have views of both. But there's like that. Today I feel like I'm in the apocalypse. Like the apocalypse has happened and I have to avoid the roadways, so I'm just like up on this crazy. Alright. Well, here's my post-apocalyptic partners. We're at a ski area, crossing high up at the top of the lifts. That's cool. Don't take Wolverine Bowl, it's a black diamond. Crazy. It is day 65. We're only about 14 miles from PCT Fiddle Jam, and I'm climbing up this huge hill, and this is what I'm up against. It's a huge climb. So Noodle and I play Connect 4 on our phones, and we just finished a game. He beat me, but I did win the last one, so we're 1 for 1. And our last game lasted like 10 days because either he doesn't have service or I don't have service, but they are already there. So he's sitting on the porch playing Connect 4 with me, and I'm climbing this massive hill holding my trekking poles in one hand, trying to like breathe and like strategize my Connect 4 game and catch up to Chief and QC. Like, massive disadvantage, Noodle. I don't know what to tell you. But yet I persevere. Hi, I'm Tilly.
And I'm Gwen.
Welcome to Trail Mixology. We've cooked up an especially delightful mix this week, Gwen.
Yes.
I went to 2 stores to make this, one of which was Whole Foods.
Ooh, it's like you're shopping at home.
Ooh, fancy. Gwenny, don't you hate it when you leave town after resupply and your pack is so heavy?
All that trail mix.
It's the worst. Oh, I hate the day after resupply. My pack is so heavy. All this trail mix, and we're going uphill. But no, I must remember that 2 key defining character traits of a successful thru hiker are grit and resilience. I must persevere. Onward, Porter! And we're getting very close to 1,250. We only now celebrate the 250-mile quarters.
Counting every 100 miles is so first 1,000 miles.
So first 1,000. Ugh. Let's take a look at what we've got. Get a good zoom in here. We've got whole pecans and a mix which involves a delightful little cereal called Annie's Bunnies. And they're in 3 different flavors. There's like a chocolate and a brown one and whatnot. We've got giant Inca corn.
Superior to the corn nut.
Far superior. The delightful little goldfish pretzel.
So buttery.
Macadamias. And some fantastic, oh, we've got peanut M&Ms, Reese's Pieces, some delightfully chocolatey little almonds, and craisins. Score it, Gwenny.
9.5.
10 out of 10. There is Lake Tahoe shining in the distance, and we are coming through Squaw Valley ski area. So that's what these lifts are. Boy, oh boy, Lake Tahoe has a lot of ski areas, and it's very rocky. I can't believe this is a ski run. Like, this gets covered with enough snow? It's steep. I love it when I come around the corner and these two are clearly having a discussion about which rock to sit on. It's like adorable. And then it's great because I don't have to have the brain. They're like making all these decisions. Look at, they're talking, look at, they're having a deep discussion. Should we eat lunch here? Should we keep going? Should we eat on this rock or should we eat in the shade? Maybe this spot is too windy. Maybe we should keep going another mile. They're adorable. Look at them. What's the verdict?
A little windy. We're thinking we might have to go into the trees. See what's up there? Yeah. Look. Only 5 miles.
What? 5 miles of Fiddle Jam. Whoop, whoop. So Fiddle Jam is over, and I feel like the day after Christmas. Like, I just kind of want to quietly cry. But we are staying in this cabin that is right on a river, and it is the most magical thing ever. It is like a little stone cottage in the middle of the woods. Everything is like custom little swirly magical pebbles, and like, look at this deal. It's kind of amazing. It is day 66. It is the day after PCT Fiddle Jam, and I'm not gonna lie, like, hiking tears were shed this morning. Like, we looked forward to it for so long, and it's over, and I'm trying to laugh because it happened, because it was amazing. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all of that video footage in a different video, because it's a lot. So I'll make like a PCT Fiddle Jam video. But here's a little snippet just to tide you over.
Oh, you're amazing. What?
So now we're back on trail. Our next stop is Sierra City. That's tomorrow. Today is a little bit of a tough one. We've been looking forward to Fiddle Jam for like, I don't know, 260 some miles. And now it's over. We're in the middle of a heat wave, and all of a sudden there's no lakes to swim in, so that's a huge bummer. And it's starting to get dry again. So we looked at the trail and realized that we needed to do a 25-mile day today just because there's a huge dry stretch, and that's our next camping. So we are looking at a 25-mile day with a 10 a.m. start, and that's tough. All right, your 7 p.m. tell dad that we're safely in camp timer just went off. Are we safely in camp?
We are not safely in camp.
We are not safely in camp.
We have about like 4.5 more miles until we're safely in camp.
I think we have 4. We've probably gone 1.5, don't you think? So day 66, 25 miler, which is no big deal. We do 25s all the time, except today we started at 10. And usually we start hiking at 6:30. So that's a 3.5 hour time loss. So
Plus we're tired because we stayed up all night fiddle jamming. So
we did. We stayed up past hiker midnight, which is 9 p.m. And lots of other hikers stayed up past hiker midnight, which is a huge indicator that fun was being had. It's hard to get hikers to stay up past hiker midnight. And we just had dinner. So I kind of like having dinner and then hiking on. Like, it's kind of cool to know we can get to camp and throw up the tent and throw our stuff down and be like, cozy. Yeah. Time for hot tea and chocolate bar in the tent. It's like dessert round, so that's what we're doing. We'll make it before sundown. I feel confident. Well, it's 7:30. We got 2.6 to go, so we'll be there before 8:30, which is great. But I have to say, no, I just got a mosquito in my mouth. I gotta say, I'm kind of in love with hiking at this time of day. Like, the light quality is just really pretty. Wow. Look at the lupins on this trail right now. They are just amazing. And there's kind of like little butterflies. I'm telling you, I am digging this evening hiking energy. I'm so here for it. It's day 67. And we are heading into Sierra City. We've got about 5 miles. And it is all downhill mostly. Kind of rocky, kind of crazy, but beautiful scenery. There's like really cool gorge, and you can hear me kicking rocks. That's fun. We crossed a bunch of snow yesterday, but we haven't hit any more snow today. We've still been crossing snowfields on the north slope of every hill. So that is wild. But we are stoked because in Sierra City, we're gonna get a milkshake. And I mean it this time. Remember how bad I wanted a milkshake going into Tahoe? But then we got picked up at the road. And then when we got to the place the next day, they were like, oh, we're not even making milkshakes because we're out of water. And I was like, how does water enter into it? Like, get the ice cream, get the milk, and get a blender. That's all you need. So hopefully milkshakes. We have high hopes. This is the beautiful Yuba River, which is kind of special river to us because it's our fiddle camp river. So I'm hoping we can find a swimming hole in town and swim in this. Well, it is 12:02 and we made it to the road. 16 miles before lunch is definitely a record. We made it to Sonora Pass. I got my milkshake. And we've got 2 challenge question answers for you. So many people sent in the answer to ice needles. They said it is when the surface of the ground freezes, but the water underneath is still liquid, so they come out like crazy Superman crystals. And columnar basalts are the result of cooling, where the rocks crack and they make 3 branched splits, and that split propagates all the way down the length of the rock and results in columnar jointing. So it's the cooling process that makes it columnar.